So let's try to make a new prediction for next week. Quick recap for last week. We were here. My last prediction was that we're gonna see because there is a momentum to the upside, we're gonna see the upside, but there was a possibility that we're gonna hit to the downside. The key level was 388, 387, and check, yes, from 388 to the downside, the 375, 80, and this is what happened last week. At the moment, we see a sideway move. Let me make it smaller. And why I always forget to open. Now we see one. Okay, but what we can see about this sideway, we see that the sellers roll. They don't like it break trend, and also there is a fight, but the buyers are much weaker, so they entered here, and then it broke a little. So I don't know if it was a fake break to push higher, and you can see the nice gap of 3 points that came this place, and also there is a gap here which need to be filled. So we have 2 zones of gap which need to be filled before we continue, and don't forget this big gap. I think with this momentum, I don't know if the sellers gonna profit and let it come to this area and then enter big in the 410 and push the market, crash it down. There is a divergence here which we can see already created. The price moved down and the stochastic moved up, but this is a nice attempt to stay in the high level. So you can see it here. When it stayed, it still continued further till it broke. So, and we don't have any confirmation when it breaks. So I think that there's gonna be a push to the upside, maybe a gap up, and then break to the downside. Because this is a sideways move, you can see the 200 EMA moving sideways, so it's very risky to decide which way to go. Always I can say that I don't see a big volume for the upside, opening, closing, nothing in between. So if we look, this is the 4-hour chart. You can see this area could be rejection, so it can break it and then fail again. So this could be a rejection point. You can see when it touched, fell a little bit. Doesn't mean it's gonna resume the trend to the downside, but could be a nice rejection. Also, you can see the blue thin line here. This is a trend line that could be also rejected, and usually the stock like to touch 200 and resume the trend, which is a downtrend. So my prediction is that I want to see the gap from the 400 closed. It can closing this gap will give the opportunity for zooming to the downside again. Also will close the gap which created here, and then resuming to the downside to the 350. My long prediction for the S&P 500 is reaching to the 350. So let's take a look. You know what? I never did it. Let's look at monthly, okay? Oh, I have a trend here. Okay, this is old. So this is from, I don't know, probably take it much older. The I have more is here. It's from 94, 90. So yes. So we can see from from 2009, 22, trend is up. This the blue here is a trend which we can see here that is creating nice support area. It moved downside, closed above, and open here, closed above. Will it means that the SPY wanna reach here? I don't know. Also, this is it. This is the Fibonacci level from the 20 pandemic, and nice 350 area, 320, 370 area. Lots of I think Bank of America issue a new prediction of reaching to 360, and even the fundamental level analysis is to reach to the 320, even 324. And I can see why. If they are using technical analysis, I think if we go here, you can see the 50 levels, 330. So this is an area. If we go here, you can see the 38 level, 320. So this is an area which the Fibonacci level basically cross each other, whether it's the 60, the 50 level, or the 38 level. And you can see it by monthly close below 38, which is not good. It closed below. What amazed me, you can see the volume here, and you can see it here. Where this volume, that volume. Also, you can see the divergence, which is good, because you know definitely that SPY will move higher. I don't know just when, because there is no confirmation. So you can check it. So it can continue lower and then try to break. Usually in the monthly, you can see it here. Let's assume this is here. This is 2 years move, because guys, you can see this is 01, 02, 03. This is 2 years move, and when it decided to move up, just moving up, stay above, and then this is the 08 crash. So it is 1 year move. What happened? It just moved below, and when it decided to cross above, just moved and never looked back. And when it hit the 50, boom. When it hit the 50, boom. When it hit the 50, boom. Now cross the 50. This is what worries me. Cross the 50, close below the 50, there is no doubt about it. So in order to push up, it's going to be very hard and tough. So this is the reason why I think a lot of the investment house look at it and saying, oh my God. So probably in order to fix that, this month should be very solid green, but it won't close, I think, above. So it just sideways, and then something like this. So it could mean that we're gonna see year like this, just bigger and more volatile. So it means that we're gonna see something here, this going slowly, and when we decided is gonna be something like this, then break two. So this is when we look monthly. Let's look at it weekly. On the weekly, you can see how it bounced from the nicely from the 200. Very nice. See it bounced twice, You can see it here how it bounces. Basically, you can see it here how it bounces. Basically, it likes to bounce. So this is nice. I don't know how much nice, but it's like to bounce. Again, it closed below the 380, which is not that good. It means that it bounce, and maybe that can bounce, and then will fall again to 350. And when it fall again to 350, this will be purple again, which is not good. Means that there is a possibility to reach to the 320 and then try to break. This is a long run view. You can see that if we want to resume the uptrend, we need to push it higher to 410. It can even bounce like it did here. It moved down one Fibonacci level and bounce again, rejected. So it couldn't happen again. Move up and reject. So careful with it. If we in the week draw a red line, let's try to. So example is here. I will wait to resume to the uptrend. Not yet. Let's go to daily. Not good. So in the daily, we are still in a downtrend. You can see downtrend, 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 downtrend. So in order to break it, it needs to break the 410 again, move above, hit the 420. I don't know, and I don't think it will. So I think if we're gonna see a move up, just going to move up and then reach to the 360. Touching the 360, it will immediately fall to the 3. So go back. So this is the 60 minutes. So my prediction, there is a divergence. I don't like it. It doesn't mean that it's gonna fall. Let's check what it can. Now, if it will fall down and break the 380 again, will create something like that. Alright. So it means it's break of downtrend, because now we are in a downtrend. We didn't break it yet, and move to the downside to bring the buyers will be a confirmation of a break of the downtrend, which means we're gonna close this gap, and from there I will look for longs because it break the downtrend. Buyers managed to break the downtrend, this downtrend. This is an hourly chart, so remember, not that long. But they managed to break it, so it can bring the buyers and then move up to 390 and even try to attempt 400 area. And breaking above the 390 here can squeeze all the stop losses. This but I think the 410, 410, this area is much good area for liquidity. This area has a lot of liquidity left in here. So in order to resume the downtrend, this is a good area to be. And if let's check algo. Alright, in the lower but we are in nice momentum to the upside. There is no divergence yet occurring. So if it can continue higher to the 388 area, could create divergence. So definitely need to break the 390 to break any divergence. If it failed to break, you will see a move to the there is a weakness which was creating at around 382. So this green line, this is key zone for weakness. If the price action open with a gap down, let me check, 383. So in 383, if it gap down, it will fall. It fall to close the gap. Doesn't mean it will break down. First, it fall to close the gap, and then we will check the momentum. But this is a strong uptrend. So this is for the buy. What is here? See a lot of resistance in 200 in this trend line. 370 is a good resting point, but this one is too long. The trend should be already up, so it means the buyers are still afraid, trying to build better position. And there is also divergence here. I think this is 95.20, this is 96. Yes, so if it won't open and reach to the 390 immediately, so it can just, like here, open with a gap up 3 points. See what happens. Larger. This is the close, 377.80, and this is the open, 380. Let's say about $3, 3 points, gap up. So imagine what happened, 385, $3 here, closing the gap, and what will happen? Immediately all the sellers will sell the position. All the buyers bought here will sell position, close most of the position, and push the stock lower. So be careful from the gap up. Alright, and 17 minutes about the SPY. So let's try to make it quicker. The Qs, then with the Qs, a little bit more force with the Qs. See it all the, and this is sign of weakness here, which is when it goes up. This is sign of weakness of the trend, so it could continue and break. So went for the liquidity, closing the gap, then maybe continue lower. Check it here. It again here. This is a sideways. There is a resistance here. Didn't touch yet the 200, so maybe next week touch, then resume the trend. The 375.80 act like a magnet. The momentum trying to be positive at the moment, but I will wait for it and see how it opens. If it opens with a gap up, I think it will flash down and then try to bring the buyers, close the gap, and then move upside. But this is going up. This is a break of the trend. What happened? Went for the liquidity and then fall, and this is down again. This will be a break of the downtrend. Move down and then up. So still in a sideways move. So either way, guys, you have the position 389. Let me check something else. Oh, the QZ seems to be a little bit more stronger, but sideways. You can probably see here some sort, I don't know, of cup and handle here, and I don't know what it's called. So this is an area you look for. If it breaks, close it, probably reach here. So we are still in a downtrend. Let's go for Tesla. Alright, Tesla, see it here. I think Tesla maybe will try, because there is a nice momentum to the upside, try to reach to the 37 37 area, say someplace here, and then maybe flash down because this big momentum to the downside. There is a weakness here. I don't know. The weakness means that if we break below the 715, breaking and closing below the 715 or 16 can be a move to the downside here, and we'll be very careful about it, and probably gonna be with a gap down. Sorry, even with a gap up, immediately flash down. I will look for this line to see how it's go above or below, know how to react for it. There is no divergence, so there is nothing to tell us. And you can see what happened in Friday. Let me clear it up. You can see no volume. Gray, blue is mean very low volume. Blue is low volume, gray is no volume at all. So no volume in Friday. I don't know where they went. It's not that good. There is no selling, no buying. Like here, you can see here the big momentum. Here the nice momentum. There is no divergence. I don't know if you can call it a good divergence sign, but this is close below. So if we take it by the close, there is a divergence, and mean that it should come down. I don't know if the rest, because if it breaks the 715 and below, check something. Check it. What happened if we break the 715? Closing below the 715 will push it to the 700 again, to this area, and try to test it. And below the 700, if it reached to the 700 and managed to break the 695 and managed to break the 695, it will just fall again to this area. I don't know if they want it to be, but we have to be very careful. Let me clear it. This is, I don't know if it can call it easy prediction. There is nothing. Momentum indecisive here, so it just sideways. Check something. Started to be some sort of positive, but yeah, reaching to the 700 and closed at below this orange line, will started to be negative, and that's not good. This one started to be negative, but this one is still positive, and we try to break and reach the 200. I think it did twice. Yes. So once touched, and now this is the second time. I don't know, 3 times work like a charm. I don't know. It can do so. And if it breaks 740, breaking the 740, boom, 800, 850, even 900. And this will push the market. So let's check other stocks to see what's gonna happen. So to conclude prediction for Tesla, because this is a sideways move, I will look for both sides below the 715 and see how it reacts to the 720. Break it. At the moment, the buyers are in control, so we have to see one. Let's go for Apple. Apple, I think, was strong. Apple was strong, breaking the 200, staying above, so probably coming back to it and then forward. This is very positive. I don't know, because this is a move before the reports and then flash down when the reports will come out. You can see here, I put here the Fibonacci retracement extension. So it 148, react to it, fall down 149.50, react as a bounce, and now the target is 153, 156, which is nice. So this was a downtrend. This was break, reach to it again, up. Now we are nice uptrend. This could push the market up, and if Tesla will follow it also, it can push the market to the upside, which is good. MRNA is the trade I didn't took. MRNA, it here much clearer. I waited for it to break here. I missed it. Reach to the 180. I want 185. Reach to the 180 here. See the extension, very nice, and fall back here. Blue line, double bottom again. Take it for a bounce. Close above. Boom. Enjoy it. There is a divergence to the upside, which is good. So can be a continuation upside, and could probably try to break it and touch. This is a key level, bounce from it, and who knows, going back up to the 220. 35 area can be a very good area to work with. You can see how it rests on the 200, rest again on the 200. So buyers are in control here. Very good. So MRNA, the upside, very nice. BA, probably sideways. And let's say this is an uptrend, but weak uptrend. Moves close to the zero. Do we see a divergence? This is moving up, no divergence. A nice volume rejection, and then we see it trying to take some stop losses, no volume, so probably we'll try to come here again to bring the buyers. I don't know, you can call it a flag, not usual flag, but the key zone is the 150. You want to see it break and close above the 150, have the pattern that probably people look. So now we want to see it break and close, continue to the next level, close this gap. This is a something special here. Moving up. No, nothing special. Meta. With Meta, this is, I don't know what happened to this. I don't know. I know there is a big gap. Still in a downtrend. Very slowly downtrend. Move to the upside will create a divergence. still probably in this zone. I will wait for it to break the 200. Let's check it in the 1 hour chart. The downtrend. This is a break of the downtrend. Wants to move up, bringing the liquidity, moving up again, meet the sellers again, moving down. So see it weakening the sellers, try to be in control. There no big divergence there, but there is a divergence for the downside here. So probably a move to the downside. I don't know if it's gonna be a big move up here. Let's up to 160. There is a gap which needs to be closed here. Maybe close it and then see how it reacts and what it creates. Let's go to, I don't know what Mawara and RIOT. I just look at the chart right there. It's I don't know. This was a squeeze, the right squeeze. Momentum started to be up, now sideways, resting of the squeeze. Maybe closing above 8-10 possibility. This is a good sign of the trend changing. Nice. So I don't know if you want to invest in it. Just buy $2 stop loss, maybe 2 or 2.5, and pushing it to come 1 to 2. There is a gap, some gaps here, 15, 40. Those, maybe. RIOT, same. A little bit more weaker, I think. RIOT started to be. It didn't. I wanted to see the blue line here, and then you maybe move it up, then take it for the long, maybe see the volume here, but I will wait. Gold. Nice downtrend, which is good, but it's making smaller. See it reach here. This is again. This is on where they reach some liquidity again, so it can bounce from it. This fall is too straight fall. See already. It's try to move up for it. Bigger. Try, so the buyers came in here. Shake out. So breaking the 160 close above could start to be a move right. But we are in a downtrend, and this is a big oversold. So look for a change of the trend, and it already during here. So get ready for the move up. If it will move up, market will move down. Not that good. Let's check oil. Oil can be interesting Monday because Biden just finished meeting. Saudi, and I think they maybe promised to produce a little bit more, but even if they produce full capacity, it won't help. Just was a courtesy, I don't know, visit, and you can see it in the oil. If they know and maybe feel that it's gonna do something, the oil should have dropped down. It didn't. There is no volume here, and it started to be negative here. So maybe we will see the break to the downside. We are still in a downside territory. Take it here again, down, break of the trend, bringing the liquidity, sellers coming in. Basically every chart looked like the same. So now again, so a move just a little bit to the upside and then a break. The buyers will be here waiting. Gonna be a move upside. Not that good because it will push the market down. So this is it. So we can see the same pattern in stock, a sideways move, a break of the pattern, the downtrend in here, which means the buyers are locking and probably closing the gap and then. So this is my prediction for next week. So the key level, the key zone, which from them you have to see what to do. I hope it was helpful. See you guys later and good luck.